What's up, everybody? We're into the home stretch for Peacemaker Season 2, and there's no more secrets left out there. Let's dive into episode 206. We picked up just after where episode 5 ended as the Smith family and the Perfect Heart Court 2, go out for food and drinks to celebrate the top trio taking down that kaiju at the end of episode 5. They take that picture with the family, which of course, first thing that comes to mind, Inglorious Bastards, and then also G.I. Robot, thanks to Keith, and it spills into this weird filter that sends us into the song and the dance. But back in the main dimension, Vigilante is on a different level every single time he's on screen in this week's episode, and it all starts here with his mom. Watching him freak out more about his mom following them and talking, more than the fact that Harcourt heard everything she said, is hilarious. I mean, I think he would have been losing his mind like this if it was just him and his mom following him. He's one of one. He wants to be Peacemaker so bad that he's using parts of his life, Peacemaker's life, as his own story. Then you've got his toy chest, which is full of cash, drugs, and Beanie Babies in perfect vigilante fashion. Obviously, James Gunn's version of the character, not comic Adrian Chase. But I do kind of think the cocaine alligator bit here is a reference to, well, for sure, it's playing on the cocaine bear and cocaine shark movies, but also Killer Croc. It's not even that, oh, James Gunn, he's making Killer Croc a cokehead. It's just vigilante retelling stories that he's heard about the beast of the Gotham sewers. Anyway, the 11th Street kids find the cuck and find the perfect dimension. Sitting here watching, knowing it's about to go down. I mean, I didn't know for sure, I guess, but all signs pointing to it's going down this episode, that everybody's about to be going through it, was strangely hilarious with the way that Fidge and Economos are acting. Ginger Cool, he had me dying with his reaction to Keith, and then Vigilante's excitement to meet his doppelganger coming back was great. And only James Gunn could combine the destruction of one man's perfect reality, Peacemaker, with a booger sugar subplot. It's peak James Gunn as Harcourt gets detained at Argus right as Peacemaker arrives. She started putting it together on the drive there, though, and so did Keith, for that matter, who then sees his brother's face when this all goes down and just has to think that something's off. But both Chris and Keith, the brothers, are blinded by love here, while everybody else, well, I don't even know what I can say about Vigilante. I don't know what to say about him, but everybody else except for those three is kind of figuring things out one way or the other. But let's be honest, Earth X this, Earth X that, I don't really care. The biggest part of this episode wasn't Earth X being revealed, it was the baldest man alive, some might call him the man of tomorrow, Lex Luthor. Nicholas Holt returned for a cameo, and Crypto has this man walking with a cane, what, this is like 6 months or so after the events of the Superman movie 2, that dog is a menace. Lex mentions something though, or someone rather, to Flag here, and I've got no clue who he's talking about if I'm being completely honest, but he says he's stuck next to a, and this is a direct quote, I'm not paraphrasing here, he's stuck next to a bear-sized man with dragon skin, but fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes. I don't even know where to start there, but I warned you guys earlier, I think this might have been another Killer Croc reference. Maybe, and just maybe, Batman captured him and got him sent to Bel Rev. We know that Batman captured Dr. Phosphorus and got him sent to Bel Rev. It's definitely possible, but I could be way off here too. I gotta figure out why I'm thinking of good old Croc so much this week. Getting back to Lex though, he's serving 265 years in prison, and so Rick Flag Sr. goes to him with an offer. Move him to a meta-free prison, and there's two things with that. One, it means less security, or at the very least, security that isn't as heavily armed. And two, I think Superman's going to come to him with a very, very similar offer in James Gunn's next movie, Man of Tomorrow. Then we get to the true difference between the vigilantes, who seem to be the same at first, but Fidge, too, is a member of the Sons of Liberty here on Earth X, and oh, he's also Peacemaker's arch nemesis. We get that, and the official reveal that this is Earth X with the flag inside Argus HQ that's been hidden so far, but actually, I do kind of want to go back through the first 5 episodes of the season just to see if it was there. Let's talk about Earth X a bit though, now that we know that's for sure what it is. This is an Earth, or a dimension, whatever you want to call it, where the Nazis won the war and conquered everything. That means a Superman who was raised with those beliefs and their never-ending reign. but I don't think Gunn's gonna, close the door on it permanently, end the season with a kind of 2 episode Crisis on Earth X sort of thing. I really don't think that's what we're gonna get here. I know I've kind of, talked about the center and Justice League The New Frontier for Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, but this could be our final boss of James Gunn's first chapter. It's definitely possible. Regardless, as the Earth X confirmation comes, so does the trouble for the 11th Street kids. Ads is being chased on the street like she just stole Happy Gilmore's gold jacket, and Keith, Peacemaker's brother, is part of that mob. So the people of color, and I'd assume, the homosexuals here on Earth X are prisoners here and probably being executed too. And I saw somebody say that they're probably using Bell Rev for that here on Earth X, and I think they're onto something with that idea. Then Harcourt 2, she arrives at Argus just before our duo can leave the building, and Diebeard, he gets stabbed in the hand by Blue Dragon. Which, speaking of Blue Dragon, I predicted that he was going to be the one to find Judo Master in this week's episode, but then Judo Master is nowhere to be found in this episode. I do think it's maybe possible that he got captured off screen, and we're gonna find out maybe Ads ends up in the prison and she sees him and they free both of them. But I do think I don't know. I don't know if it's a negative thing. It's just I'm definitely confused. But as the wise Jim Leahy would say, the shitstorm's Hero Bandy, and oh it is, this was the best episode of the season so far, no doubt about it. But, and this has to do with 7 and 8 more than this week's episode, episode 6, I do kind of wish that Gunn kept some stuff out of the trailer, especially this stuff with them retreating into the cuck, because this cliffhanger is great. But if we didn't know that everyone, at the very least, makes it back to the cuck, it would be S tier. That's a nitpick though. This was a phenomenal episode. And so that's going to do it for my Peacemaker 206 breakdown. I want to know what you guys thought about the episode and any predictions that you have for the final 2 episodes. So let me know down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.